them. There's Pyke, there's Lucian, there's Akali, there's Lee Sin. A lot of interruption can be offered here from Woolib, and he could just look to do the same thing that he did in game 1, which was Fnatic. They're not as afraid in terms of falling behind in the early game. But now, once again, going up towards the top side.
All right, Arctic Assault comes out, the flail connects too, the stun, the passive, the knockback. Woolib and Selfmade have a fantastic duo. I hate it when Sejuani and Bronze get together. Glacial Prison, Glacial Fissure, Glacial Augment, Glacial Kills! SK!
Nothing has really come from it, and now he's hanging around the bot side. He should be able to counter-gank SK as they send 4 members down to the bot lane.
All right, Bone Skewer's going to need to get channeled up, but look at this, Hillisang's already dead before he can do anything at all.
Dragon, they're sitting at about a 2,000 gold lead, and even after a remake had to be made, even after SK were primed and ready to come back into this game, utilizing their mobility, looking for picks, but it might be Hillisang that gets picked instead.
Oh man, Hillisang's been killed by Sheepy before. Just yet, as you've already alluded to.
Top side.
Level 11 is activated for Nemesis. There's a lot of Fnatic members coming up top. All right, Willip's going to be in trouble. The Culling's going to be available to Reckless. A full channel will most likely pick up a kill here. 1, 2 turret shots. The stopwatch under the tower. Here comes Bwipo. Kill secured by Hillisang, and a lot of tower damage is already locked down. That's a dash forward. There is Pyrion. Now joins the fight. Ring of Frost comes out. Gonna need to throw the ultimate zone cooldown. Can't do so yet. The Ice Shard will not find the rage necessary. All right, Rift Herald was also picked up by Fnatic. They've got 2 kills already, and they're not done yet. Selfmade is now under trouble. Bone Skewer gets pulled backwards, and Brox is gonna go on the hunt. He needs to find that kick. He needs to find the damage. Hillisang steps forward, looking to body block. Selfmade goes down. Fnatic find 3, and Berlin erupt behind them.
And this is how Fnatic get back into this game. The swap from Reckless to bot lane to top lane enables them to find this great pick and turn it into more and more kills. Now Woolib in a 1v3.
All right, this is a bold move. Of course, Woolib teleports in, but what is the pressure play? Crownshot and Dreams have got the inner turrets in the bottom lane, and Woolib may just be donating yet another kill. He's trying to run for his life. Dash back in. The shield's up, and he won't find a reply.
Reckless is very patient, avoids the interrupt of his dashes, and while Woolib tries to escape and uses a good stopwatch, unfortunately it's not enough against Hillisang and the squad that join him. Now the TP just comes in very late. If it had come in earlier, maybe they could have done more to turn this around, but we don't have time for the rest of the replay because we've got more action happening.
We do indeed. It's Pyrion. He's already killed. Already used the ultimate. Didn't see
a great start. We then talked about how Fnatic get back into the game, and it was those picks that they were able to find. They find another one onto Pyrion.
And he's shoving down bottom lane. Bone Skewer from Hillisang does a little bit of work, but it won't be enough to stop the tower going down. And Nemesis is looking for initiate, and Fnatic are playing the top off the map.
Oh, here comes the engage.
All right, Hillisang is likely going to get blown up. He manages to escape with his life for now. Pyrion goes in. His ultimate's already been used. Ice Shard goes up. He's going low. That's the Poppycopter. That's going to block one away. Brox is low, but it's already down. Pyrion's out for the count. Nemesis looking to hunt a little bit more as Hillisang re-engages, finds the stun onto Whirlip. Fnatic get 3 quick kills. Flash and Smite, and they're going to get some damage onto Hill. He's going to be able to dash away to safety. This Baron will take some time, and Fnatic will go quite low.
Nemesis goes over the wall.
Dash over the wall. He's got perfect execution available to him. Here comes Pyrion. Flash over. Now Nemesis is going to turn his attention to Pyrion. True Shot Barrage flies across the Fnatic members. Baron helping out SK Gaming, and Pyrion's ultimate's on cooldown. He can't find the kill onto Hillisang. He's now pushed away. Nemesis takes down Pyrion, but SK Gaming stopped. The advantage that SK, in my mind, want to try to look for is getting one of those squishier champions, Brox and Nemesis, Reckless, Hilly, because we saw how quickly Hillisang goes down when he's focused properly. He's only sitting on 1300 HP, but this time round, it's Bwipo that's going for the initiation. He's in the middle of SK Gaming. Whirlip has bought some time, but look at that. Swing and a miss times 2.
Fnatic know, though, that there's a big wave pushing in bot, so if they can just get the push on mid, it means they can start a fight or threaten the Baron.
All right, Pyrion takes a lot of damage, but they're chunking down Bwipo. Bone Skewer catches onto Dreams. Broxer was looking for an opportunity, didn't find it. That's a shutdown. That's already a bounty gold off of Broxer, but look at Reckless. He's forced to flash. Here comes Selfmade, swinging that flail around. Whirlip continues to chase. His keeper's vertical be available so soon. The beautiful start. Reckless is down. SK Gaming get 2 members of Fnatic. Nemesis is looking for a push forward. Huge damage onto Dreams. Inside the pit, this is high. All right, Bwipo's the only person pushed away. Nemesis is using the Shroud to his advantage. Baron down to 2,000. Hilly finds the skewer onto Dreams. Dashes in, looks for the stun. Selfmade finds the smite. He gets the Baron for SK Gaming. and now ever so slightly. And with the Baron-empowered minions and a 4-man stack in the mid lane, Werlip needs to buy a lot of time. He's flashed over Bwipo, kicked him away, but that was not the target you wanted. It does allow SK Gaming to take a tower. It does allow them time onto the inhibitor turret. They will secure this in a moment or two. Brox has caught himself onto that siege minion, but he decides not to follow through with the resonating strike. That's a stun onto Reckless! The dive forward! Self-made and a true shot barrage from Crown Shot! Kill Reckless! Now Bwipo sent into his passive, and Nemesis is trying to stop the rod, but he simply cannot do it. Self-made, you are a god!
That was insane from Self-Made. He just glided through Fnatic. He had his aim pot set for Reckless. He found the target and he walks away with the kill. They've got TPs coming through. They're looking to end the game.
They've got themselves Baron buff and cannon minions to work with. Nemesis takes a gigantic chunk of damage. He's running for his life. Crown Shot has sent 2 members of Fnatic running. The Ring of Frost is flashed away from. Nemesis escapes with his life. Teleport's being channeled. That's the 3rd in 30 seconds. Nexus turret number 2 is down. The Nexus is being focused. SK Gaming are moments away from taking down Fnatic, the world finalists.
That the Aatrox is in the mid lane, but Splice have now rounded their composition out with insanely strong team fighting. Very good.
Now, Kadril's gone for an invade here. Xerxes going to trade into him. Skirmisher Saber with a long sword up against just a Skirmisher Saber, and Kadril's winning out for the moment. Humanoid on his way with the World Ender. Exile's going to come across the wall as well. Needs to go in. Lands the fear beyond death. We'll pull the Sejuani back. We're having meat.
Nicely, which means that they're going to start sieging onto this tower and poking things down. And here we see an engage.
Engaged. Noskevin wasn't there in time. Kassin gets a lot of damage down, but rooted up. Kadril's on his way as well. The cleanse used. Expects teleported down towards the bottom lane. Xerxes here as well. Kobe low. Doesn't have the ability to get away. He's just going to get chucked out by Jessica. They get 2. Incredible stuff from XL diving in the bottom lane. Stood on it as a team. All 5 members coming down there. Expect with the early teleport, you can't cancel that anymore. They needed to get something out of it, and because of it, it's like, I want my meal tonight. You're not going to deny me, but he doesn't. Kadril now on his way. Humanoid realizes able to get away with the onboard trespass just for the moment. Xerxes going to turn it around. Kadril's got a little bit too deep here, a little bit too ham, and Xerxes will take him down because of it.
Huge overextension.
Have to jump across if he wants to get in there in time, because it's down to 1,000 HP, and already the Infernal Drake is gone, but Splice might want the fight. You can see Xerxes waiting just around the corner, misses the bowler. Kadril now needs to get away. Will pop his own ultimate. It's rooted in place and will sacrifice himself for the dragon.
So 1 life for Infernal Drake. The primary vision provider is your support, so they're going to group up and they're going to just offer that extra bit of assistance to Sin,
who is one of the most veteran players in the LEC.
Yep, but we might not have time as a fight is kicking off.
Humanoid pops the World Ender, looking for the engage onto Kadril. Exhaust comes down as well. Kadril jumps away. There's the fear beyond death, but it's not going to get the kill because, of course, that World Ender was on. Kadril goes gold, and Xerxes now on the wrong side of Expect. Kassin coming forward. Humanoid chasing onto Exo. The fight's on 2 fronts. They can just about catch Xerxes, and they will survive for the moment, but the decimating smash from Chachi's going to try and keep Exile in place. Pulled back. No. Flashes away. Noskevin now dead as well, and Exile have come out on top of the fight. Look at Kassin. He's chasing forward once again, leading the front line for Excel as they find 2 kills in the mid lane.
So XL come out on top at the back end of that fight. It all became very sporadic as everyone was kind of split apart. But the most crucial thing is that Jeskla and
I'm sorry, man. I feel hurt sometimes because I've never seen an I Love Medic in there. But I see a lot
Check
of
now Splice. They're looking to find a kill on Expect.
Great stun onto Expect there, locks him down. He has the flash, but he's actually going to try and use it to come down here. Humanoid will get the kill. Good stuff from Splice.
Entering this game back in favor of Splice.
And now has his second completed item as well, alongside with that Black Cleaver. The Yumu's Ghostblade was his first, then Black Cleaver. Both AD carries sitting on 2 items as well. So I'd like to see Jeskla being used a little bit more. Bind does have the teleport, but Xerxes here and has that ultimate. Doesn't quite connect. The ace in the hole coming out as well. They're burning everything on Expect, but a kill is a kill, says Splice, and they will take down the top lane of XL.
Unfortunately for them, XL might just have enough damage to secure this objective. So it wasn't all that bad for XL. They still come out ultimately on top.
It's only 1
on the Yordle. Here comes the Yomus.
I feel like we're in the point where Humanoid just 1v1s this right now. Expect just trying to walk his way away, but the stopwatch straight into the ultimate, and Expect for the 3rd time in a row will be XL's death. Splice take the lead in the kill score.
XL's trying his best to pressure, but Vizichachi is there. Kobe's on his way.
Yeah, now Exile's just pushed too far as well. Didn't realize that Kobe was on this side of the map, but Kobe will just continually pound away with those headshots. Not really a huge amount Exile can do. He's trying to walk his way away, but eventually he'll fall. Shut down. Goes across to Chachi and Exile. Infernal Drake on the cards. No ultimate on Kasing. Root's going to land, but that's only on to Expect. Here comes the teleport. The fight's going to start, but look at the damage coming out from Kobe. Bullets to the back of Expect, down to half HP already. Xerxes comes in, straight into the bowler. Cage will get demolished, and all of Exile get deleted. 2 down already, and Splice just keep rolling that train forward. There's no stopping the hype train for Splice right now. There's a 3rd kill. The tower, their target.
Perfect 5v5 team fight for Splice. They started off by getting...
There's the teleport coming in as well. They're going to fight this one. Jessica staying around to get the dragon. Just about gets it. Will sacrifice himself, but can an insect flash? Gets away for the moment. Humanoid can still chase forward. Flash ignite. That's a lot burnt from Humanoid there.
Yeah, but it will still be a Baron in favor of Splice. They finally get themselves the gold lead. Something you have to respect. Xerxes with the ultimate looking for someone.
Unstoppable onslaught hits onto Exile. He's the tankiest member of Excel though, and there comes the equalizer. Engage on the backline. The charm's going to connect, but here comes Humanoid looking for the Darkin Blade, seeing if he can land the knockup. Already down quite low, but the World Ender will bring him back. And now maybe Excel can turn it around. Cage chunked out by Kobe, who is now on the front line for Splice. And Exile able to hold. Going to help you out. This bottom lane tower will fall pretty quickly as Expect just waits for the carry
manual that just a lot of pro players agree on, and so you then just kind of figure out what from the Caitlyn after they caught Exile on the trap was actually pretty significant, but he's just going to go back to base. He has the TP.
Cage's going to get pulled back here. Has the GA. Pops the Crescent Slash as well to try and get away. Chachi there. Gets the damage down, pops that GA. Exile now trying to step forward, but a great bowler's going to connect, and already Cage was dead. Here comes the equalizer. Maybe Exile looking to turn this one around. Kasing has the ultimate and the engage fast as they run back towards their base to try and defend against the Baron empowered minions from Splice. And you saw in that fight, Exile don't have a huge amount of damage yet.
Nope.
And we're near the end of the game.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That late game, it was not built for late game. It was much more built towards early to mid game, where they had the lead. They were in a position to just snowball, but they made one too many mistakes, which Splice could use to stall out. And now they're sieging onto the base. Exile have just lost their first inhibitor tower. Humanoid is sieging up topside. He's looking for another inhibitor tower. Splice looking very clean and calculated in the late game.
8,000 gold lead now for Splice. They break through those 2 inhibitor towers, looking for the inhibs to follow it up. That Baron's still got a long way left to take. 3 minutes left on that buff for Splice as well. They're grouped up as a 5-man in the top lane, and this inhibitor is just getting chipped away at piece by piece by piece.
Exile doing what they can to defend his
engage from Kasing, tries to get onto the backline. Jessica jumps forward as well, but he just hasn't got the damage yet. Kasing jumps out, Crescent Slash comes out from Cadril. 1 down, but that's the World Ender. Not even the GA pop yet. Exile misses. Xerxes gets the kill onto Cadril. Kasing running away, and Splice now stepping forward. Step by step, they just walk their way into the Exile base, and Exile really can't do much against this at all. Exile down, Exile just dumpstered in their own base. Second inhibitor will fall as well, and Splice will look for the win.
Splice, their front line is just too tanky. Exile cannot break through it. The super minions and the Baron Power minions are sieging through. Splice are looking for more.
Kobe's just getting shut down after shut down. No Scamming will pay for it with his life, but eventually Expect will fall. Triple kill for Kobe to round it out, and what better way to do it than with the franchise man. Splice will pick up their first win in the LEC.
Yeah. He had a lot of proficiency on the champion. Ooh, and we also round things out with the Cannon coming out from Schalke as well. So Cannon top is what he's staple, right? And I know Yamato gives him a lot of praise, but now we see Jack Troll face checking momentum.
Face checks straight into the back of an axe. Splash in from Ignar, that's one until it flashes the wall! I thought Ignar had done it for a second.
Trinity Force instead for a better mid-game spike. We'll have to see as his build continues.
There's a lot of different options for the Ezreal at the moment. Last breath comes out. That's a Glacial Prism as well, and Abadage just gets taken out. Great synergy from Jizuke and Mowgli.
Very clean gank there from Jizuke. He procced the knockup with his Q. But Oamne doesn't have
flash on either of them, but just needs the Shuriken!
Oh, beautifully done. I hear a lot of yelling on stage.
I think they're going to fight in just a second. Jizuke caught out, pops the claim straight away. Mowgli there, jumps onto Ignar. Last breath, that's 1 down, but Memento is now in time. Here comes the Tarm catch. Memento takes 1. Attila and Jack Troll join the fight.
Kabashard being forced to back away from the tower. They can dive this.
Yeah, you've got Slicing Maelstrom as well. Odoamne just lands the stun. Memento here for the follow-up. It's an easy enough kill.
I don't know why he stayed around for so long. He was incredibly low. And Odoamne, he could have dived that by himself, so that means an easy kill. Schalke now primed to take this tower, and Schalke starting to snowball out of control.
Yeah, turret placing falling off as well at the 15-minute. Teleport coming in behind here. Looks
Double
like that's
teleport.
going to be Jack Troll and Attila joining the fight. Here they come. Double teleport from the bot lane. Memento not in the best of shapes, but almost has his splashback up, pops the Ragnarok and just runs straight away. Good stuff from Schalke.
Something that they get back.
Got the Demolish and the Essence Flux down towards that bottom side, though, so it's going to be incredibly close. I think Schalke might actually have this one. They do. They get the first tower, as you say, still close, only about out. And they get the Rift Herald off the back of it. They'll trade it for a Cloud Drake, which, as I said a moment ago, isn't too impactful in this game. Jarooms and then go Infinity Edge.
I think they're expecting team fights, so he just wants that extra bit of survivability, and then he'll go for the Infinity Edge third is kind of what I'm expecting. Vitality will set up the push into the middle lane. Mowgli in a bit of danger right now.
Odoamne is in a good flank position, but doesn't have the flash. Memento now running forward as well. There's a good event horizon. Great hook onto Mowgli, pulls him back. Look at the damage coming out from Abadage. He's jumped at the back line. Slicing Maelstrom comes out as well from Odoamne. Mowgli running up towards the top side. He's still alive, and that's one down. The last breath from Jizuke, but now he's in the middle of Schalke. Upset jumps forward. Kawasaki just about escapes, but another hook from Ignar once again, finding his mark. It's a double kill for Odo, and Schalke come out on top.
A very close team fight between Schalke and Vitality, but Schalke just barely come out on top. They will lose. Truly just demolishing Vitality. If that Canol just got a little closer.
Jizuke maybe overextended here, uses the cleanse straight away. Memento on the chase, teleport coming in, counter TP as well. The last breath, double TP. Everyone's going to be up in the top lane for a fight in just a second. Jizuke's already down. A 5v4 now in favor of Schalke. Cabochon runs away. Good Glacial Prism from Mowgli. Locks up Odoamne. The hook onto Cabochon, but Vitality are pushing forward. Fear Beyond Death eats down Cabochon. That's a massive bounty over towards the Cabo. Couldn't quite do it. Ignar has been on point with hooks thus far. Abadage going to jump forward as well. He's got the lantern if he needs to get away. Odoamne doesn't even land the Maelstrom onto anyone because Jack Troll gobbles up Attila to keep him alive for the moment. Cabochon now coming in from the side as well. And Odo not in a good spot at all. Cabochon secure
Tier 1 when they didn't need to. Oh, in fact, that's 2 towers that Schalke's likely going to grab, and that's just because Vitality, after finding a kill,
Ignar saving him a few times as well. But Odoamne once again out of position, just pushed too far up. The Abyssal Voyage catches him up. He's going to try and run away with the Lightning Rush. Slowed down. Needs to get on the other side of the blast cone, but can't get far enough. He is gobbled up once again by Cabochon. Oh, he's too good!
Upset steal.
All pro AD carry.
He will get himself a tower as well. Nice pickup there for Upset. Ends up giving away a kill.
So 26 minutes in, we just had
The game don't really mean a huge amount though. There's just kind of like a bit of extra gold that you can pick up, but nothing too significant. Requires you investing a lot of resources in towards the top side of the map. You can see.
Oh, Jizuke lands the knockup from the Steel Tempest. Abadage goes into the Frozen Tomb, but all of Vitality are here in time. Abadage almost gets away, but can't quite pops the stopwatch. Schalke unable to answer. They will sacrifice their top laner, their mid laner, sorry, to push out mid.
So what to do, but Upset's the one that's coming out on top.
Still not ultimate on Jizuke and Mowgli, but Cabochon is running forward. Great Dark Passage to get him out. Upset here as well. Needs to jump across the wall. Or just
Doesn't have teleport. Cabo doesn't have teleport. Mowgli is nowhere near. This is a free Baron.
Ignar puts down the box. Cabochon trying to get in there. Jack Troll there as well. But Odoamne forces them away. Memento gets the smite. Schalke get the Baron. After Vitality have been knocking on the door for the last hour and a half. Memento will go down into the chair. They jump into the back line though. Ignar pulls Upset all the way in. Jizuke down. Now Upset can just open up hell. Mystic shot after Mystic shot lands. And Schalke come out absolutely dominating in the team fight.
And this was such a big team fight win. The Upset's just going to TP into the middle lane.
Oh,
Until it walks away with a kill, but Schalke primed and ready to end this game.
They're looking to close it out off the one Baron. They say, Vitality, anything you can do, we can actually do. Secure the Baron, win the team fight, now pushing down mid. And
I think this is
great stuff. I think his game as well. I think Vitality fell at the Baron hurdle and Schalke bit off everything they could chew. What a great fight from them. They will take the win and they will stamp their mark on the LEC.
I was very surprised.
I missed in these meta of tank junglers, but now we get to see it here, and with all of this CC across each and every one of his lanes, the setup for him on these games. Stage now calls from this member ready, look for an engage potentially. Hansama level 2, Kikis has been spotted out, the red buff is there, they thought the Lee Sin started topside, they fell right into the trap, and now Gorilla's going in, he's looking for the first kill. Kikis burning down, slowly but surely hasn't gotten it yet. First blood, cashing in, and that's what you want to see if you're a Misfits fan.
And this
the red buff, so kind of a freebie at this point in the early game.
Yeah, I think this is a great call because they did it on Featherman's back with his teleport. So he has the buy advantage. He immediately refreshed, has the mana, is back in lane, and he says, man, I got...
Prophet getting
that was
aggressive. The ignite was used there. Sencux has to be careful. They're going to freeze him up. Blocking him in, kicking him back. He does have the trap, but it's not enough! Don't let him push his buttons, and he just... Hansama, though, being forced to cleanse out here.
I'll run.
Caught a little off guard. Sencux, they're just going to point click him down, but here comes the Tom Catch trying to split this play out. Maxlor incredibly low, and they're going to run him right down. Sencux striking back. Starting to get predictable. Rogue ready on the response. Hansama with no cleanse, but Gorilla's not worried. He's going to start the fight. He's going to kick it off. Draven ultimate comes out. Hansama just throwing free autos in. Desperately, they try to save EQ, but Wadid is the man in the line of fire. Hansama cashing in. They might look for one more. Not going to risk tanking the tower. Kikis is on the way. Hansama with no mana, but the TP has now been committed, so as can't, or rather Lissandra cannot cancel that. It's going to be the full commit here on the bottom side, looking to break down this tower.
Excellent call there from Misfits to just double down on the teleport and to get the most out of this push. With the minion wave coming in, it looks like first tower will fall and they can rotate up into the waiting Infernal.
Second Infernal as well on the snowballing Draven. This is the nightmare scenario for Rogue. How are you going to get that 1-3-1 started if Draven can kill 2 members of your team at any given moment?
And I thought for a second that, you know, the pressure had been alleviated. Hold on. I believed in the flash there when Kikis decided to try to gank Hansama and Gorilla, and then from there, it's been bad to worse.
Maxlor is going to lead to the but here comes Sencux. They're going to try to get the follow-up. Maxlor still running for his life. Second charge is going to be there, but Gorilla's not going to let Sencux get any closer. Roll more as the Herald collapses, and also double Infernal. 2 towers now broken.
Don't want to give away this triple Infernal. They're forced into a very scary fight that they must play perfectly.
Knockup going to connect. Once again, Hansama, the man you have to watch. If the Draven goes down, they stand a chance of winning this fight. The Dragon, though, in their eyes, is going to go in the favor of Maxlor. Now the engage comes in from Gorilla. He wants to keep this one going. Maxlor's on the backside for EQ. He's going to shut that 80 carry down with Deed forced away from the rest of his team. And that means that Hansama just gets to tear through this Rogue lineup. Maxlor moving in for a bit more, but it is absolute dominance here from the Misfits.
It is just an absolute steamroll. They have priority and position on the mid lane. The creep wave comes in behind them. Triple Infernal, 2-item advantage on the Draven, and moving down for not 1, but 2 mid lane towers. Everything has cracked open for Misfits.
And once again, triple Infernal. You just have to say it again. Look at the items on this Draven. Look at all that flat AD. Wanted in the draft phase, it would appear the dominant lanes, everything now paying off. They've been, though, going to have to buy a little bit of time as Prophet tries to get something done. EQ Wadid on the way. Is going to get locked up before he can use the Glacial Path. Now will be taken down. Not enough as the shutdown goes in on Lissandra Grill, looking for the re-engage. And Hansama remains untouched, but he's left on his lonesome. The lifesteal is there for a brief moment. Sencux needs to make it to safety. Gorilla going to drop on the backside. Burning down as Kikis finally manages to find a kill. An absolute bloodbath as Prophet runs for his life. 1 member of Rogue down to the 2 members of Misfits, and that is the best you could hope for.
Yeah, best case scenario for Rogue, and that's what we want to see. You want to see the Abyssal Voyage make use of the high mobility and start picking out members in those side lanes. That said, still a win for Misfits.
Make it out. Minor fumble, but Sencux on the hunt. Wants to make his way in, does jump right back in. Shroud does go down. Ulti now coming out as Sencux needs to get out of safety. He doesn't have any escape rest left. Oh, God! That is the Draven damage you never want to see.
Advantage right now. I think I could do that.
That's like saying all the montages where someone has 17 kills and then kills 3 people aren't cool, Frosker. As long as the president lives, everybody's happy. Except for Rogue. Rogue will be dead if the president lives. It's rough path.
Oh, now with the Baron and with closer to 25 minutes, it's going to get that much easier for Misfits to end the game. I was going to say that with this type of lead in at 25 minutes with every cannon being spawned per wave, they probably wouldn't need Baron.
Oh, denying the engage on a Feather Vent. Here comes the Scion off to the side, so I was looking for a way in. Gonna get the 1-man, 2-man knockup. Now Maxwell trying to make his way to safety, gets the kickback, hits multiple members, Gorilla with the chain CC. It's clean, it's pretty, it's what you want to see, and Hansama here to clean him up. All too easy for the Fed Draven. Gorilla's even feeling a little bit more. Ooh, forcing out the stopwatch, buys a bit of time, but the knockup not quite perfectly timed. Does not matter in the end. Misfits are not playing around in their first game. Cutting through Rogue. 13K, 14K gold lead to end their first game.
8-0-2 on Hans.
Oh, Will! Okay. Vedius, there's a lot of flex picks here. Frosco, there's a lot of flex picks here. I need you to tell me what's happening.
So I think it's Zoe bot.
They're waiting for that black shield to wear off.
Oh, that's a big ulti use from Perks. Mithy looking for engage.
Wants to run it in. The ignite does go down. There's the ulti coming out. First blood does go over to Mithy, but now Patrick wants to follow up. Ulti coming down from the Karthus. Mithy knows he's dead. Trading back on the side of G2.
And he wants to continue to farm up, get more items, get more to his defining ability to be that ultimate. So unfortunately for Perks and Mickey, there might not be a lot of help coming for them in this bot lane.
It's true. Also, Karthus wants to ult whenever there's a free kill to steal. Alfari now TPing bot, Cold in for the collapse.
Looking for the play here, they have to watch out. Where's the jump going to go from Perks? Could try to dodge a skill shot here. Is he just going to try to make it out of the wall? But knockback, so much CC comes in, and Mithy going to grab another kill. Bloodthirsty
OG of how they want to play around this bot lane and finally crack this tower.
So right now, Mithy just wants to kill people. They're looking for the engage. The TP has now been committed. Patrick has finally gotten that catch out. They're running Jankos is here. Wonders in the midst of everyone. They knock that Karthus right away. Alti's going to come out, combine it with the Urgot, but Mithy with the perfect stopwatch to deny both Altis is not quite enough. The root coming through. Wonder now could just go down. Nukeduck potentially going to look for the engage here. Eyes on the Casio. Where's he going to go? Cole is if they want to, but OG starting to build themselves a 1K gold lead. Can look to get more, but they have to be careful. Immediately the engage comes in. Goodbye, Patrick. You got to play lane phase, buddy, but you got to be a little bit more careful when you walk into that mid lane.
And this is where G2's composition is really going to shine. A mid-game poke-oriented comp. They hit you with one of these abilities. If one of those bubbles tags, the Shock Blast is immediately going to follow through. They will very quickly delete members. And then
Side of the map.
For now, settling on clearing out a bit of vision. Perk's going to break down the top lane tower. G2 continuing. How can it happen in the end, Shelly? Oof.
they can also fall back to their vision. They've got complete control of this bottom river, which is why they want to fight in it.
Sleepy Trouble Bubbles and Bindings. That's what you got to look out for. Watch for the skill shots to connect. Patrick. This man has a Hex Drinker. The ulti's coming out too. The Black Shield's gone, and so is Patrick. Frostgurn, you said it earlier. You said they are not going to interact. They are not looking for the enemy team to push buttons. OG didn't push a single one other than that Black Shield, and you just watched Patrick drop. That is absolutely brutal.
And G2 immediately cast game. And Jankos right now really stepping up in terms of being really the cleanup crew for G2.
And when you look at this, G2 just exploded into this game. It was so slow, back and forth. OG felt like they were winning out on some of these trades, but now that Perks has that first item completed, now that Caps has a few items under his belt, when he dies, he's just going to kill you.
What's crazy is about how much base damage he's doing.
Oh, God.
No! The Red Curtain's almost up. Mithy, you got to get to base. Run, Mithy, run!
This is a nightmare. Jankos is running. He's so quick. He's ready for this. Wonder. Oh, it's going to take...
Mithy, you got to go.
His ulti. Oh, no. Here it comes. They're looking for blood. They're chasing him down one at a time. It's not interactive. It's not even fair. So much damage has landed. And OG haven't even gotten to fight yet.
Maybe not interactive, maybe not fair, but boy, is it fun to watch.
So then you push R, huh?
They told me to
Is he dead?
No, they don't need to push R here. Mithy, dead.
Oh, no.
He's gone. The engage now coming in as well. The ultimate has now come out. How far will Nukeduck make it? Trying to run. They're buying time. They're trying to burn him down so the Urgot can bring him back. Is Drowsy. Not going to happen. Still asleep. Caps looking for the shot. Perks not going to find it. Yes, there it is. Rakan flying over the wall to back up Caps. G2 are
immediately destroyed.
And honestly, Carlos, the reaction, what else can you do? All you can do is laugh after watching a play like that. This is just so disgusting. Alfari getting a tower back.
That first of the three members. Patrick.
No! But this is the bait. Patrick now running for his life. Oh, no. Here comes the engage from Mickey X. Jankos is there waiting in the wings. The Requiem not quite available, but they don't even need it. Wonder now getting the fear. Oh, God, it is an absolute massacre. Jankos running down cold. Mana, the only thing that's going to stop him from killing everybody on this lineup. G2 taking their time as they run through this OG lineup. Four-man knockup for Alfari. At least it looks cool because it's not going to save his life.
It is not enough as G2 just obliterate OG once again. Ultimate coming out, and that will kill Cole. The
Shot
ace
in the back
for G2 Esports as Origin crumble.
The minion waves prep for them up into the bot lane. You now have all four members, plus the mid wave being prepped.
And honestly, G2 are the perfect villains right now. They just pulled the quintessential villain move. They said, I'll let you walk away, and then they shot Cold in the back. That is #1 villain classic right here.
Oh,
Storm
man.
the base.
And honestly, I feel like for the first 15 minutes of the game, I was like, OG can do this. And then the second this G2 composition came online, it was a game of solitaire for G2. They're just throwing skill shots. There's nothing that OG can do right now, and it's looking grim. Last dance here. Mithy and Patrick against the world as the rest of their team is going to start to respawn. Everyone is up now. Maybe G2 overstep and offer OG a way back in, but know if it's going to happen. Unstoppable Scion looking for the dripping. He just goes right over the wall. They're just going to follow up. The shock blast is massive. Mickey with these clutch engages time and time again.
It is just too much damage for OG to deal with. They are too far behind. 10,000 gold is the lead that G2 are currently running with. And look, they can't even get close.
Them. He says, you're not getting back to that Nexus, but Nuke Duck now going to try to fire back with a kill of his own. Uses the Saros, but Perks is jumping over the wall. Wonder going in for the kill. Patrick running for his life. Thinks he can juke his way around the base gate. So many low health members, but he doesn't have the ultimate. Here comes Yankos. He flashes forward. He takes down Yankos. Oh, at least he gets the sweet outplay in the end, but it is not enough at the end of the day. The G2 super team making it look so easy as they tear their way to the Origin lineup. Mithy forced to stand in that fountain, but it's not enough to save him. It's just too much, folks. The poke comp, it cuts him down. G2 coming in here with a statement win, throwing their lives into the fountain and a
Let it go, make my body go, make our bodies high.